Department of Planning and Development, black woman. Infrastructure Deputy Mayor is a black woman. Chief Operations Officer is a black man. Budget Director is a black woman. Senior Advisor is a black man.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson over the weekend talking about the makeup of his city departments, and those comments spurring on an investigation from the U.S. Department of Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice. It is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Wake up with us each and every weekday morning as we break down things for you to know. It's right here on YouTube, so follow the Center Square. But also get the newsletter in your inbox each and every weekday morning. Go to thecentersquare.com. Sign up for that. It's free, or a free newswire service where you can get the latest headlines, not just out of Illinois, but across the country and in Washington, D.C. So yesterday, this was posted by the Civil Rights Division of the U.S. Department of Justice. It says the Civil Rights Division has opened an investigation of the employment practices of the city of Chicago, Illinois, to determine whether it is engaged in a pattern of practice of discrimination on race in violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. And it even gets a letter here that we'll review a bit. But let's go ahead and hear some of the comments that Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson made over the weekend when he was sitting down at a lakeside chat with Bishop Brazier. Here's the mayor's comments, and well, you can hear how some may see this is controversial.
So when we say our people hire our people, I just want to name this. 2 administrations ago, 70 to 75% of the administration is primarily made up of white and white men. In my administration, 45% of my administration is black, 25% is Latinx, 30% is white, 8% is Asian. It is the most diverse administration in the history of Chicago. And here's why I'm naming this, is because there are some detractors that will push back on me and say, you know, the only thing that the mayor talks about is the hiring of black people. No, what I'm saying is when you hire our people, we always look out for everybody else. We are the most generous people on the planet. I don't know too many cultures that have play cousins. That's how generous we are. We just make somebody a family member, right? That's just how we are. And so Business and Economic Neighborhood Development, the deputy mayor, is a black woman. Department of Planning and Development, it's a black woman. Infrastructure deputy mayor is a black woman. Chief Operations Officer is a black man. Budget director is a black woman. Senior Advisor is a black man. And I'm laying that out because when you ask how do we ensure that our people get a chance to grow their business, having people in my administration that will look out for the interest of everyone, and everyone means you have to look out for the interests of black folks because that hasn't happened. That's how we ensure long-term sustainable growth, because the BOA construction as a prime, now he has control of all of the subcontractors as well.
So that's the mayor over the weekend, and those comments sparking controversy practically immediately on social media, and it even got the attention of Harmeet Dillon, who is the Assistant Attorney General in the Civil Rights Division, and she put out this letter on social media to the Honorable Brandon Johnson, Office of the Mayor in the city of Chicago, and this is a letter dated yesterday. It says, Dear Mayor Johnson, the Department of Justice opening an investigation to determine whether the city of Chicago, Illinois is engaged in a pattern or practice of discrimination based on race in violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. It is the responsibility of the Attorney General of the United States to enforce the provisions of Title VII with respect to state and local government employers. The Attorney General has delegated the authority to investigate compliance with these provisions. The Assistant Attorney General of the Civil Rights Division. Title VII prohibits discrimination on the basis of race when the Attorney General has reasonable reasonable cause to believe that a state or local government employer is engaged in a pattern or practice of discrimination in violation of Title VII, it is the Attorney General's responsibility to take appropriate action to eliminate that violation, including seeking injunctive relief. Our investigation is based on information suggesting that you have made hiring decisions solely on the basis of race. In your remarks made at the Church of God in Woodlawn, the Apostolic, forgive me, Father, please forgive me. You highlighted the number of black officials in your administration. Why can't I say that word? You then went to list each one of those individuals, and we heard it when we just aired that audio for you. I talked about business and economic neighborhood development. The deputy mayor is a black woman. Department of Planning and Development is a black woman. Infrastructure deputy mayor is a black woman. Chief operations officer is a black man. Budget director is a black woman. Senior advisor is a black man. We heard that come from the mayor's mouth there. You then said that you were laying these positions out to ensure that our people get a chance to grow their business. Considering these remarks, I have authorized an investigation to determine whether the city of Chicago is engaged in a pattern or practice of discrimination as set forth above. If these kind of hiring decisions are being made for top-level positions in your administration, then it begs the question whether such decisions are also being made for lower-level positions. And that's, an interesting question that is going to be raised here, and it's being investigated. It's important to note, the letter from the DOJ Civil Rights Division says, that we have not reached any conclusions about the subject matter of the investigation. We intend to consider all relevant information, and we welcome your assistance in helping to identify what that might be. We would appreciate your cooperation in this investigation. Upon receipt of this correspondence, please call, and so on. Thanks for your cooperation. Harmeet Dillon, Assistant Attorney General, Civil Rights Division. So there you go. That's the letter announcing that there's an investigation and asking for the city to cooperate and to find out whether or not they are actually conducting hiring practices in line with law that complies with the Civil Rights Division, or if they're highlighting and elevating certain individuals solely based on race. And you got to think, a lot of times when you're thinking about these things, what would it be on the other shoe? Put the shoe on the other foot type of thing. Look across and see how this would be perceived if it was done on the other side. So interesting to see that. But here is the mayor during that same presentation, during that same appearance, talking about how there's a lot of people, he says, are putting political dollars behind trying to stop Brandon Johnson from doing what he's doing.
If everybody in this city was praising me, I would see myself as not as effective. The fact that there is clear opposition against what we're building, it is proof positive, Dr. Brazier, that we're heading the right direction. There is a $10 million PAC right now that is being formed by millionaires and billionaires to stop me from hiring black children, building more affordable homes, making sure there's economic development. If there's something in this city that I have caused to get worse, name it, because I can't think of anything. If there's something in this city that I inherited that we're making better, I can name those things.
One thing that has increased, at least in the crime rate, is vehicular carjackings, essentially. And that is, if you look at the numbers from Chicago Police Department, that's on the increase. We'll see what happens here. I mean, Chicago obviously seems to be a focal point for the Trump administration, not just for the non-citizen issue, but also for what now looks to be issues concerning civil rights violation allegations. Pretty fascinating times, no question about it. It is Illinois in Focus. I'm Greg Bishop, and shout out to Evan. He gave me the pronunciation apostolic. Is that how it's done? Apostolic Church. Again, sometimes religious terms, Latin, sometimes sports figures' names. I had a career in radio, and I still struggled with pronunciations, so this is what it is. All right, appreciate you guys. It is Illinois in Focus Daily. Join us each and every weekday morning here. Get the podcast where you get podcasts, and get the newsletter at thecentersquare.com.